Welcome back to Code Grasper. So I got some of the requests from the subscriber like they want the complete series on the Spring Boot. So I have decided to do the complete series from the scratch. So from today we are diving into one of the most popular frameworks in Java, which is Spring Boot. If you ever wondered what makes the Spring Boot special and why it is so widely used and how actually works under the hood, stay tuned. This 10-minute crash course will gives you the complete understanding of the Spring Boot. Okay, so watch this video from starting to the ending to cover in this video I will cover not only the information about the Spring Boot, but also I will cover some of the interview questions you can answer easily if you watch this video from beginning to the end. So let's start with what is Spring Boot. Yeah, so Spring Boot is an open source Java based framework used to create standalone and production grade Spring Boot applications quickly and easily. It was developed by Pivotal, but now it is a part of VMware and it builds on the top of Spring framework. Okay, so Spring Boot is basically which has some of the advantages so it has some of the features like it gives you the faster development. So why? Because it has some built-in starter templates which saves the time to get the development faster. So coming to the next point, which is less configuration. Spring Boot comes with the auto configuration which handles many defaults. And the third point is microservices ready, ideal for microservice architecture. The Spring Boot project is very good for the microservice architecture if you want to do. Coming to the fourth point, which is embedded servers. So no need to configure the external server, no need to deploy our application in the external servers. Why? Because Spring Boot project comes with the inbuilt Tomcat server. So by creating the project itself, the Tomcat server is embedded into our application. So here by using this we can whenever your code development is ready, you can simply run that application. It was automatically deployed and you can test in your local itself. And the fifth point coming, it is a production ready features are there, it has some built-in health checks are there, metrics are there, and monitoring are there. Okay, so coming to the sixth point, which is community support, which has a massive ecosystem and active community. So now many of the developers are mostly they are interested to learn the Spring Boot, and we have the many Spring Boot developers. So the ecosystem is very vast. You can get any answer for this. If you stuck anywhere, you can get all the answers. And also the coming to the integration. So coming to the integration, it is works with the databases, messaging systems like Kafka, RabbitMQ, and also it has inbuilt security, that is Spring Boot Starter security. So you can provide the security for your endpoints by using the Spring Boot Starter security. Good, right? So these are all the features which make Spring Boot we can use vastly in this current trend. So coming to what is the architecture of the Spring Boot, right? So mainly it has 4 layers. The first layer is the presentation layer, so which is you generally called it as a control layer. So the control layer is responsible for handle HTTP requests and the responses. Coming from the control layer, we come the next which has the service layer. In the service layer, we are going to write our business logic. So this is where we are writing to according to the requirement, we are writing our logic. So after that, we have this persistence layer which is called as repositories. So from this we are going to integrate our databases by using JPA or Hibernate. So this is where we are going to handle all the things like we can fetch the data, we can post the data, we can get based up in the IDs or whatever the queries we are going to get the data, we can pass the queries and we can fetch the data by using these repositories. And the coming to the fourth one, which is the last one, which is model layer. So in this layer we have the entities and the DTOs. Entities are nothing but we are going to write one Java classes, and we are going to annotate with @entity, the Spring Boot annotation. So what it will give you, gives you the manual. So what we need to do, if you want to create a table, we are going to the database and we need to create a table manually. So if you have the entity class sorry, no need to create the tables manually. So whenever you start your application, in the local, when your server is started, so the classes which are annotated with the entity annotation are going to act as a tables in the database. The tables are created in the database, like the class name will be the table name and the variable name will be the column name. So that is what the model layer is. So yeah, so all this feature combines makes the Spring Boot very easy, and many of the companies are going to use this Spring Boot because of these features. It have massive like the integration is simple, the community support is there, the embedded servers are there, we have the less configuration, and we can do faster development. So these all things which make the Spring Boot very leading framework in the IT industry currently. So finally, what my point is, so I would like to make keep this Spring Boot in a nutshell, like it simplifies the Java development and speeds up the production and support modern architectures like microservices effortlessly, right? So that is the overall thing regarding the Spring Boot. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video, right? So please stay tuned until the next time. So keep grasping code with Code Grasper. Thank you.